the police. Right, and when you go out of a certain time zone, they're gonna turn up, man.
That's it.
And ask you what you're doing there, man.
That's it.
And even in the movie again, I was just gonna say, to get through to the different zones, you had to pay a certain amount of time.
Yep.
So from the lower zone, to get between the lower zones, it might be like you pay a week, you pay a month. But I think it was to get into the final zone, the guy had to pay like 10 years just to get through the gate.
Yeah.
So then, and even when he got through there was the guy that he won poker off. The guy that he won poker off when he first came there. Like when he won it off him, then he got 1,000 years. He said, oh, he's a 13-digit guy. So then they've got different classes for this thing, man.
Classes, man.
So when when you've actually made it, when you've got to that high status, then it shows you're in a different class.
Yep.
That's just in a movie.
And they're gonna lump everyone in the different parts of the ghettos and all that. You're gonna have all the, just like how we're living today. You got the Negroes and the Hispanics all in the ghetto. You got the white man in these little posh ends, posh white areas, and all that. That's how it's gonna be, man.
It's gonna be. You know what's gonna happen is you niggas, yeah, are gonna fucking realise that it is actually going on, because right now you don't realise that there's a classification between people. You probably do on a small scale, but you're gonna really realise when they really show you that there's a class difference with the RFID chip. You know, you can't.
Because right now, niggas think everyone's equal, man. They'll be like, oh no, I just want to be equal with everyone, but then you're not even equal with everyone, man. You're below them. That's why they got you living in ghettos, man. Like if a nigga tried to move into Stamford Hill, man. Stamford Hill is the area, like just the area in there where we push out the word, where these so-called Jews live. That's an esteemed area. Like a 3-bedroom house down there costs you like half a mil just to get a house there. That's not including like what extras you have to pay just to stay in the area. But then that's a high status place. But then a nigga will think you can move in there. But if you move in there, there's articles I'll be looking at. They say that the so-called Jews shun the other nations that come in there, man.
You can't move in there.
You can't move in there. Like the community would just cut you out, man.
Yeah.
Like even come to the so-called Jewish shops. Like they were like, oh, I didn't realise that my service was unwelcome in this shop. But then because they don't like you, man. They're just like, what is this average so-called white person doing in my shop, in my area, man? I just want to sell to my brothers.
On that topic, on that note, man, in Stamford Hill they got their own police. I forgot what they called. Shomrun, right? So any time they want to stitch you up and then blame something on you, they've got their own
police to organise that, man. Basically, because we've read documents basically saying how they will report on any people outside of their nation, but then when it comes to inside the Jewish religion, you know, they'll just bring it to the Shomrim, or they'll like if a crime happens and it's a so-called Jew that commits the crime,
right?
Then they'll organise that. They'll sort out the crime within their own community rather than bringing it to the actual police.
Right, man. So they could set you up and get away with it, basically.
Yeah. Back to the
topic at hand, innit? Just So the next one was
also, like you brothers were saying, man. Like the scripture says, as iron rusteth, so do the wicked, man. You know, so.
Trust 12 and 10.
Right, man. So at the end of the day, man, the Edomites put us in slavery, man. Their only intention, their only prerogative is to put us back into slavery, man. Hardcore slavery. Same as before, man.
And this chip is their way of doing it.
Yeah, exactly, definitely.
And what it boils down to is these devils know eventually, man, we're going to rise up, man. Just like we saw in Planet of the Apes, Rise of the Apes and all that, man. They know that the Negroes and the Hispanics are waking up, man. So they got to try hard as hell to try and offshoot that, man. Because they know about the prophecies of this Bible, man. The elites know, man. The elites know who they are. They know that they're biblical Edomites. They know who the children of Israel are. It's just you damn niggas and hard-headed niggas and Hispanics out here that don't know, man. So these devils are going according to prophecy. Even though they're trying to offshoot it, they're going according to prophecy, man. And when the time comes, man, they're going to try and push this chip as hard as possible, because they know when Jake wakes up, that's the end of their arse, man. Because the Lord's going to come back and we're going to take their asses down, man, for good. So they got to try and push this New World Order as hard as and as quickly as possible, man. That's what it says in Revelations 12 and 12, man. He's going to come down hard in the nation, man.
That's also the scriptures say.
For a little time.
Also, the scriptures say, surely your turning of things shall be esteemed as potter's clay, man.
Yeah, in Isaiah the 29th chapter, man.
Saying nothing for the most.
These things are coming to pass, man. Like, you niggas out here, man, want to play games, and all these false prophets out here, bait Nate and all that, and Zabak and General Hyena, man, that want to push the chip ain't the mark of the beast. You niggas are going to get caught up in it,
so,
man.
I got a quick scripture just on that point.
If you want to get Isaiah 28 and 16 as well.
Because I want to just go on fucking Nate Satan. Because there was a video up that, I don't know, I can't remember, it was someone, I can't remember it, but it was just a video where Nate baited up himself saying that, you know, he said, I don't understand, where are you going to get the chip if you don't put it in your hand? And then Nate said, they're going to get it in their head.
Your forehead.
Yeah. And then he basically took down the channel, said it was in violation, blah, 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 spammed it, everything. Yeah. But then this is just a straight cut for you, you fucking devil. I hope you're watching this, man. Revelations 20:4. And I saw the thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands.
That's right. Who's that talking about? That's talking about the brothers that ain't gonna take the chip, man. That's a spirit. You get me?
Oh, you're gonna read it as well, yeah?
I was gonna read it earlier on, but that goes to show that there's an elect out here, man. That's who's not gonna take the chip, even if we have to get beheaded, man. The Lord said be faithful unto death, man. Yeah. Revelations 2:10, man. So we're gonna go for it, man.
That's it. So that just shows you there, Nate, man. They're all in. It's obvious, man. From when someone was teaching before that the RFID chip is the mark, and you had people talking about like it was common knowledge, everyone was in alignment, they knew about this, and then only recently, like a couple months ago, they turned around and said, you know what, it's not. How could it be that's absurd? You know, it's ridiculous. It's because the chip's coming out next year, man. From when Obama passed the fucking bill to let you people, like, that's when they said, okay, now we can't bait it up that this is a chip. We need you to go out there, cause confusion, and scatter the sheep, man.
That's right.
And on top of that, they've even had like the US, on the TV programs, just in their media, they've been pushing that people should be people trying to get people amicable with the chip, the idea of the chip. So then you can just tell this whole thing's accelerating, man. It's moving quickly. Very soon, it's gonna be crunch time. So then,
and they have been making it amicable because everyone's got their debit card. Everyone's getting used to this, using a debit card and using a credit card now, man. No one even likes using cash no more, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In America, they're telling they're getting rid of that cash theory, man.
Yeah.
They're making sure people use their cards and shit nowadays, man.
I know. Yeah.
I was gonna say, and Barclays as well. Their contactless, payment method, which is basically just a warm up for the chip, man. And the Oyster card as well. Oyster card system. They built people doing that. Even to get into the brothers' flat downstairs, you have to hit a tag on a sensor. So it's just and we've had that from when we had our flat years back. Like, do you have to
any estate? Yeah,
any estate. You just tap it onto it and it will just open the door. So they've just been prepping people's minds, so just wiping using their hand to access stuff. So
and that's the thing with the Oyster now, because I was gonna say, when you actually have a paper travel card that you put through the thing, it takes too long. With the Oyster, it's just you put it on, boom, and you walk straight through. So you're just getting people used to the easiness of life. It's just the whole thing with the elites is they just want to make you feel more relaxed. Say, we're making it easier. You know, we get an RFID chip. Basically, it's going to be your passport, your medical bill, credit card, everything all in one. So you don't have to worry about all filling out these forms, that forms, this form. It's just your baby's born, put the chip inside, everything's done.
That's what it means to buy and sell, Nate. That's what it meant to buy and sell. We weren't talking about no damn Christianity, man. Or Gehenna talking about that the mark of the beast is sleeping with white women, man. Damn devil, man. Damn idiot.
Or Islam, because Islam, like the elders brought out on a deeper. I can't remember the name of the video, but it was one of the In Transit. I was the Mark of the Beast Revisited. They were saying that if it was Islam, how then, like, they would be in alignment with the Beast then. But the Beast is sending bombs on them, man. The EU, NATO, and all of them. They're against the Arab nations, the so-called so-called Muslims.
Yeah, man. Just like the elders were saying, the image of the Beast is that the whole Roman Empire, man. Following the way of back in the ancient world, man. How they wanted the new world order back then, man.
The system,
The system, their system, man. That's why everything's in Latin and all that today, man. Like the elders was going into, man. And if you want to make it to certain levels of society, you got to know them kind of things, man.
Like medical terms, innit?
Yeah, medical terms. Where you got to know about the Roman numerals and the Latin language and all that, man.
And even law as well. You need to know the Latin for that, because a lot of terms are in Latin.
I've got a quick scripture. Luke 19 and 27. But those mine enemies which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. So by accepting that chip, you basically don't want Yahushua to rule over you, man. You've already sold yourself to Esau. You want Esau to rule over you, man. That's basically giving up your salvation there, and I'm talking about you Israelites, man. You know, the only people that's gonna accept that chip is the 2/3, man. The elect ain't gonna take that shit.
That's right, because it's just like the brother was going into, man. In the scriptures in Matthew, it says, man, you cannot worship. The Lord said you cannot worship two masters, man. You cannot serve the Lord and serve Mammon, man. So it's gonna boil down to the final line of. That's why it's gonna be a test for everyone, man. For everyone, the hour of temptation, where every man's gonna be tested, man, to try their faith. And see if they're really worshipping the Lord and really men of the Lord, or they want to worship this damn white man in his Roman system, man. Damn devil, man.
Oh, I've got a quick just precept in and out thing. Matthew 12 and 30. He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad.
That's right, man. And then 2/3 are scattered, man. And they ain't gonna come back, man. They're steady coming up against the elders, man. The elders are trying to teach just to warn their asses, like the scripture says in Ezekiel the 3rd chapter, man. That's what it's all about. We're just warning you, man, at the times, man. But then you got these false prophets out here that just want to hate, and they're trying to, mislead the flock, man.
But then even all the so-called confused niggas on the comment boards, man, they're not even, if you're getting confused, between General Gehenna and the elders of GMS, man, then you're not of the elect anyway, man.
That's right.
So we're not even worrying about you.
That's right.
Well, the elect's not even going to get confused by Gehenna. But then we still need to curse them out, because that's what it says to do in the scriptures, man. To rebuke. But yeah, let's get back to the next article. Next article was on conspiracyplanet.com, and the title is Robo Grunts, Brit Soldiers Get Microchip Implants by Soldier Magazine. In a trial believed to be a world first, a cross-section of soldiers have allowed themselves to be microchipped as part of a study into how new technology may be harnessed to revolutionize the bureaucracy of personal administration. So that shows that even soldiers are being chipped, man. So that means all these different all these different government-related organizations are going to be pushing forward the chip, man. Because I think Elder Tahar said that people who work at airports were going to have to get the chip. It will start with it being mandatory in certain areas.
Doctors, nurses.
Doctors, nurses will have to get the chip, and then they'll slowly spread it out to the general populace. So this is a trial now with the soldiers volunteering for the chip. It says here all the troops involved in the project are volunteers. So it's voluntary now, but very soon they're going to make it mandatory for the military to have. If you're going to be in the military, you're going to have a chip implanted. And then if I read on. It says impetus for phase 1 of Army Personnel Rationalization Individual Listings project came from the acclaimed Passport for Pets scheme, from which much of the technology has been adapted. So then that just shows you the systems they set up. They set up originally Passport for Pets, so you could find your pets if they got lost. That's what it started with, but now it's spread to people getting chipped in and they're saying the military's getting it, and as we've shown, the athletes going to be getting it. So then, like, it starts off with only a select group.